Hey everybody, terrific Thursday. I just had to record this quick little testimonial video because I just experienced the most amazing synchronicity or just this moment of, wow, I can't believe that I thought that and then that happened. So the purpose of this video is to give you a real live personal example of how you know when you are in the midst of your consciousness shifting, your mindset growing, experiencing enlightenment, experiencing born again, experiencing, periods where you just feel infinite, you feel inspired. We got a lot of different ways to explain the same thing, but the goal in life is to experience a lot of those moments, right? And you get to a point in life where your whole life is those moments, right? And the more you get into mindfulness, the more you meditate, the more you take care of your body, the more you take care of your mind and your spirit, you get in this state. But if you're not really aware of what it feels like to be in that state, you may not notice it, right? And the power is in noticing it, because when you notice it, the way it works, the way the universe works, the way the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the Bible, everything that explains how to get what you want out of this life, it all says the same thing. You have to show gratitude for what you want before you get it, right? And you have to be in a constant state of gratitude, because that is the vibration that lets the world, the universe, God, the angels, your support system, your spiritual army, nature, whatever the thing is that you believe in the atmosphere is what helps you get to your purpose and do the things that get you to abundance, whatever that thing is described as. You got to be able to communicate with them. And gratitude is the way they hear you, right? And so it helps to be in gratitude in those moments as often as you can, so that you can get more of those moments. And it helps to get into gratitude when you understand what's happening, right? So that's a little intro. And this is how it just worked for me. So I shared a little video a couple days ago explaining how this Tuesday, I hosted my very first session. I started a company. My company is called Mindful Culture Creators. And it's a company that I just started. I'll, eventually, share more about it on social media. But I think the title says what it's about: Mindful Culture Creators. I want to help create mindful cultures wherever I go. And I landed my first client, my first paid client, through a series of synchronicities, actually an event similar to what just happened today that I'm about to explain. So anyway, long story short, I landed my first paid client. This company, this organization, this corporate entity is paying me to deliver a 1-hour workshop. And I facilitated that on Tuesday, and it went phenomenally. I sent out a survey to the participants. I got amazing reviews. One person said, I could listen to you talk all day long, right? And I love when people tell me that, because that's a very special thing to tell somebody. I don't tell very many people, I could listen to you talk all day long. And the fact that a lot of people tell me that tells me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's a very fulfilling experience, a very interesting demographic. It taught me some things. I was nervous, but it was powerful. I helped people. That's what they told me. I helped them. That was all I wanted to do. So after that, one, client, I'm like, all right, what's next? I got one client. Like, now what, So I'm in kind of this mode of brainstorming and planning for 2022, and all the things that are on my mind for the month of December are all around me defining what I want to do with this business. Right? What do I want to do with this business? What does my product look like? Who are my customers? But really, like, what is my product? Like, how can I get inspiration to continuously develop this product? It's a lot of questions, right? Which is it's a natural state that I can be in. But when you're in that state, it can sometimes feel like doubt, right? Because after you ask these questions, you may not have answers. And so when you don't have answers, it's like, wait a minute, am I really supposed to be doing this? Who do I think I am? Right? Who do I think I am to be teaching people about meditation and mindfulness? Right? Like, I'm just some, black girl from Detroit, Michigan. I got some degrees. I've worked in corporate America for 18 years. I got the gift of gab, but who am I to be doing this? And all the doubt and the inner critic comes up, and, all the things that stop us from being great pop up. That happens to me all the time. And so I'm battling that, but I'm pulling myself out. I'm like, yep, doubt, but that just means I need to do this. I just need to focus. But I feel like I need to focus on a lot of things. So I felt overwhelmed. And at one point in feeling overwhelmed, I thought to myself, I swear, I'm not playing. I literally thought to myself earlier today, I just need to get with the right person to help me turn my ideas, all of this energy, all of these thoughts, all of these ideas, all of these, inspirations that I have. I just need to get someone to help me challenge these thoughts, and help me put a plan together. Because that's what I need. I need a plan, right? And I'm a thought person. Like, I'm an idea person. I work better, though, when I'm working with someone else to plan. So I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, I know who these people are. Like, I know who those people are in my existing network, right? And I have meetings set up to talk to those people, like all of that stuff in progress, but it just felt like something else was missing, right? And so I kind of have that thought, and it just kind of dissipates into the atmosphere. Just now, right before I started recording this video, my phone rings. I'm sitting on the porch, just taking a break. My phone rings. I go in the house to answer my phone. It's a number I don't recognize. I almost don't even answer it. I answer the phone. A gentleman was like, can I speak to Shantae? I'm like, this is her. And he proceeds to tell me how he is from this organization that I have signed up with called the Institute of Organizational Mindfulness. And he proceeds to tell me, to thank me for signing up for an upcoming webinar, which I signed up for. The webinar is about, creating mindfulness programs in corporate spaces. He thanks me for signing up for the webinar. And he proceeds to tell me how the organization is getting ready to launch some programs around, re-entry into the workplace after COVID, because that is causing a lot of people stress, and mindfulness and meditation are effective tools to help deal with that stress. And, he's kind of telling me about how they're launching this program. And as he's talking, I'm listening, but I'm thinking like, wow, I can't believe this guy just called me. Like, I forgot about this company. like I forgot about this organization. I've never attended any of their webinars. I'm like, I need to look into this. I got a lot of things I need to look into, but it wasn't at the top of my list. And so he brought it back to the top of my list by just telling me what he was trying to do. He was looking for people to kind of talk to about this program. And what happened in that moment, and this happens to me a lot, a little voice in my head said, tune in. As he's talking, it's like, tune in. This is an important conversation. You don't know yet, but just tune in. So after he finishes talking, y'all know me. I just immediately launch into, I'm so glad you called, and here's why. Because here's what I do. I started this group. I grew it from 5 people to 300 people. I started a business. I teach mindfulness and meditation. I'm getting a certification in it. Leading talks. I got goals to do TED Talks. I got the gift of gab. So I just go into the whole thing, and he's blown away. He like, wow. He's like, we definitely need to talk. That's, and so he's like, and I got another person that also, has this background like you. And so I'm gonna bring him to the conversation, because what we do is help companies build programs. And so let's talk. So we got a meeting next week just like that. And, when he scheduled it, he was like, I should probably just make it an hour, because I have a feeling this is going to be a spillover meeting. I'm like, I'm so glad you said that, because all of my meetings, when I talk about mindfulness, are spillover meetings. So, even for him to have the foresight to know that, and essentially everything that he told me, everything that he said that when it said tune in, I tuned in, and everything he said answered all the questions that had been in my head about what to do next. And he just called out of nowhere. So a lot of those questions I'm going to get for free next week, just because I picked up the phone. I answered the phone. It rang. I answered it. I almost didn't even answer it, but then I answered it, right? Everything was tuned in. That wasn't me controlling that, right? Those little steps. It's a lot of little steps that get to the big steps, even something as small as answering the phone, right? And so you got to be able to listen to all of the steps. You got to be able to listen to all of the messages, subconsciously and consciously, so that you get to your place of synchronicity, so that you get to doing the thing that it gives you enlightenment, that puts you at one with God, that gives you inspiration, that, makes you feel born again. You got to listen so that you can do those things. And the way that you can listen is by meditating, because meditation is literally the tool and the technique to allow you to turn the things down that need to be turned down, turn those down, and turn God up. That's what meditation is for. Turn the noise down, turn God up for that 5 minutes. And when you practice it, you start being able to do it outside of the 5 minutes that you're just sitting down to meditate for, right? And I've been doing that consistently for the last 2 years. And as a result, I'm hearing things that I wasn't hearing before. I'm seeing things that I wasn't seeing before. I'm listening in ways that I wasn't listening before, and I'm getting results that reflect those things. And so I just had to share that little testimony. I hope that this helps somebody, right? I don't record these videos to get likes or to go viral or anything. I just want to help people. So I hope that there's at least one person that, heard something in this message that that inspires them and that helps them understand how to achieve the life that they want. Because we know we know what we got to do. We know we got to meditate. We know we got to, eat right. We got to be in gratitude. We got to do all those things, but we don't know how to get our mind in a state where it can just do it like that. Do it. It requires no effort. That's what you want to get to. And there's ways you can get to it. There's ways you can cultivate a mindset and an environment to get to it. So I'm going to wrap it up because I could talk about this all day, as y'all know. If you ever got any questions, shoot me a message. I love talking about this stuff. So don't ever hesitate to just ask me something. 9 times out of 10, I can get you either an answer or I can get you the path to the answer. That's just my gift. So thanks for listening. Peace.